Now, of course, a few hours after the government of the Gambia banned all flights from 13 destinations as a result of the coronavirus pandemic, Africa is this morning monitoring the level of progress right at the airport. The government further issued the mandatory quarantine of anyone coming from 47 affected countries in Asia, Europe, and America for a period of 14 days. This move is considered long overdue, as citizens have been calling on the presidency to consider closure of borders, especially after the first case was confirmed earlier this week. Our correspondent, Ibrahim Abba, is right at the Banjul International Airport to give update on the situation there. Now, of course, good morning, Ibrahima, and of course, pleasure to have you on the line there at the Banjul International Airport. Now, why the airport is the focus after the ban was declared yesterday?
Yeah, good morning, Amadou, and good morning, listeners. It is my pleasure to be with you here, right at the Banjul International Airport. You asked why is the airport the focus?
Yeah.
So we could recall that last evening that the cabinet of President Adama Barrow issued suspension of flights that are coming from the country from 13 international destinations. So this is very important. So this morning we thought it is fitting to monitor the progress from the Banjul International Airport as to whether flights are coming or they are not coming. Already we are here and we've witnessed some issues and some movements within on the ground that we are prepared to share with your viewers tonight.
Fantastic. Now, what is the mood there? Are flights still coming in?
Yeah, we are yet to monitor the movement of flights, but already on the ground is 2 flights that are set to take off. One being bound for United Kingdom. The government of the United Kingdom has also called back for all their citizens who were in the country here. So the Gambia experience is facilitating that. So moments earlier, we witnessed the arrival of guests, tourists who were in the country that are ready to move back to the UK. As you can see, others have already gone in, but at the entry point, still now, guests are checking in. You can find the main reception is being hosted by the security members. So you can. Has been the move since morning, and that all British nationals who are in the country are definitely ready to go back. That is one aspect of the coin. The other aspect also we notice. Poland has also joined the fray to call back all their citizens who were in the country. I was lucky to interact with one of the tour operators of Alcamba, one senior tour operator, who said to me that, some of the guests from Poland have been here for about 2 weeks, or that's 3 weeks, and then on tourism. But their government, after confirmation of one case in the Gambia, and the government also shutting down borders, flight from the Poland, which is part of those that are banned from coming over, their citizens are also leaving. So in the morning it was very busy moment, and then about 3 minibuses and one large one, of course, found us on the ground that whose maybe people or those on board were not willing to talk to us, but we understand from airport authorities that these are 2 flights on the ground that should now leave the Gambia because of coronavirus.
Yeah, it looks like the impact is huge, and as some of them are now leaving. Now, at the airport there, what are the officials doing at the moment? Are they also busy on their normal duties, or what?
Yeah, we managed to interact with some of the security officials, although they are not very much open to the media right now because they would have requested for formalities and, permit to prior arrangement for us to access the airport. But what we realize is that, people are coming and work is going on as normal. Already, as you can see, more tourist taxis are now joining to bring in these two nationals, that is the United Kingdom, the British, and the Poland. One tourist tax has just parked over, and then another private Mitsubishi is also have brought on in some people, and then far behind, you can see the bus. And that one bears the logo of Gambia Experience. This bus should be one of those facilitating the movement of British out of the country, because Gambia Experience is purposely here today to manage the affairs of the British. And now this is a busy moment for the airport, but we also know that Friday, according to airport officials, used to be busier than this way. It used to be a very busy traffic at the airport here. But you might not be surprised that already, many destinations or many countries in the West have earlier on suspended flights from leaving their countries. So this means a total, it may not mean actually total, but it is sounding like a total lockdown for Gambia.
Well, indeed. Well, again, Ibrahim, since the declaration yesterday from the government on the banning of 13 countries, flights to the Gambia. Now, let me also ask, what is the security presence? Is there anything to suggest that the flight ban order is being enforced?
Yes, this is important aspect for us at iAfrica, because when we on our way coming at the main entrance, that is the Banjul Brikama Highway, it was very easy, of course, and then we were able to communicate clearly as to our mission to the airport this morning, which the security appreciated and understood. But upon arriving at the reception lawn that you can see behind me here, and maybe to find access to the control tower or speak to high airport officials here hasn't succeeded, because the security would request for permit that we cannot go in, that the traffic is high and British and Polish are leaving. Maybe we are a media that should not go close to the reception. But what we managed to do is to convince the security that this is a national work, national development participation that we are doing, and it is our right to do the job, and we choose the second option. The best option would have been for us to access the tarmac and go near the airlines and then monitor their entry to the flights, and then in fact feature the taking off of the flight. We know it is normally a very hot situation, but Africa is prepared for that. However, we capitalize on the second chance, that is to be just right behind or in front of the entry lawn, and this is how we are doing our work here.
Yeah, it looks a bit challenging, but then again, like you said, with the commitment, of course, we're ready to go beyond the lines and the boundaries to get people informed of what is happening. Now, of course, the impact of coronavirus cannot be overemphasized across the globe. Now, what impact do you think the ban would have on the Gambia with regards to the situation, and of course, knowing how tourism in particular plays to the country's socio-economic development?
This is an important question, Amadou, because we know the gross domestic product of the Gambia, GDP, tourism accounts for about 20 to 25% of it. The figures fluctuate, but it is part of the major contributor to the GDP. Now that flights have been banned from all 13 destinations that would have been continuing coming and going, and this is a concern, should be a concern for economists and for the economy. But the move by the government of the Gambia is considered very late. Gambians have been calling on the government to put a stop or shut down all borders following the outbreak, and it is a global pandemic. Government hasn't done anything until maybe European countries, many countries in the West, the affected destinations, close their borders, they lock down their countries, no going in, no coming out. So government is just maybe doesn't harm anyone. We don't consider it as a harm for anyone, but at least it's a last move that the government choose to do. That is not to offend anyone, maybe, but this is an ongoing discourse. We want to find out why the move is coming at such a very late time, because already the first case of Gambia, the coronavirus confirmed case, is a flight as a result of a flight from the UK.
Yeah.
So now UK is in fact among the first country, occupies number 1 in the list of countries whose flights are banned for the Gambia. I think there is impact, but it's less harmful for the government. Hadn't been the government had maybe banned initially before other countries had banned their flights from taking off their countries, it would have been a different situation. But however, this should be a welcome move by Gambians, because monitoring social media and then comments coming to iAfrica, we noticed that there was a mounting call on government to shut down the borders.
Ibrahima Presba, senior editor and correspondent of the iAfrica. Many thanks for of course, the updates there at the Banjul International Airport. Thank you very much.
Maybe could I?
Yes.
Just
okay. Yeah. Want to add something?
Add that, in relation to Friday, today Friday, we understand from airport security that Friday used to be very busy moment. Already, a flight is expected from Turkey.
Okay.
iAfrica, we obtained a flight ticket that is bound for Gambia 11 o'clock today. So whether that flight will land or not, this is what we are also here to monitor, because the Turkish airline is expected in Gambia, and we have confirmed a ticket that is definitely supposed to fly through the Turkish airline. And this is an important aspect, because this is coming after the government had already banned incoming flights. So another aspect of the coin is Italy. I mean, I have not seen Italy on the list of flights, but usually Friday, 2 flights are expected from Italy, according to airport sources.
Okay.
So now, whether Italy is part of the list or not, it is actually part of the countries who would be compulsorily quarantine if they come. So because the government in another separate statement said that whoever comes from 47 countries, those are affected by the coronavirus, will be subjected to compulsory quarantine. So whether that will happen or not, we will continue to monitor and then find out as to the time that the flight is expected, or the 2 flights are expected from Italy. In fact, are they coming or not is a question that we want to have answers for.
All right. We will now allow you to continue the work there at the Banjul International Airport. Once again, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. That's very own Ibrahima Presba, senior editor and correspondent of the iAfrica. Well, Young, interesting times there at the Banjul International Airport. Look, we have heard of the situation right now. Gis nga yëf yi nu mel foofu noonu ci airport bi lum ci indi nekk lu am solo waaye tamit ñu wax rek ne lu mel nii bu amee nañ yombal li nga xamante ne mooy liggéey bi yéene bi rek mooy pour nit ñi xam li nga xamante ne mooy lu xew, parce que tamit buñ demee ba jël dogal bu mel nii foog rek ñu dem ci place yi ñu xam exactly yëf yi naka la nekk di demee. England ak Holland ñoom mooy UK ñoom tamit nee nañ seen doomi réew yi nañ dellu ci seen réew yi jamono ji gannaaw bi nga xamante ne Gambia jël na dogal bi nga xamante ne doomi réew yu bari nag yàgg nañu ñoo woote lu mel nii.
am na solo liggéey bi am na solo trop, comme noo ko waxee rek lii yëpp pour nit ñi xam lu xew te dara am nga li nekkoon sécurité loo xam ne la nguur gi ñoo jël dogal pour dakkal flight yi nga xam ne ñu ngi doon jógee si bitim réew di ñëw fii si ay réew. So loolu nag fan naa ne Amadou nekkul sécurité bu nga xam ne ñii comme ni dem fa di liggéey war nañ fees ay jafe-jafe. Liggéey bi am solo di ko njaarama Ibrahima report bi am na solo it's very nice once again because lii mooy tax nit ñi xam lu xew te incha dinañ leen gën a toppal loolu noonu te Amadou am naa yaakaar ne comme lu mujjee wax ci flight boobu bu ñaari war a jógee Italie wala bu Turquie boobu noonu incha allah lépp lu si xew balaa programme bi di jeexee ñoom dinañ si xam dara because benn bi ay 10:50 yooyu la arrival bi waroon a nekk. waaye loolu yëpp si kanam la li si kanam rawul ay gër waaye xam naa ne daal nañ yombalal liggéeykat yi ñi def seen liggéey parce que du dara lu nekk sécurité nekkut fa nguur gee jël dogal bi def ko moo tax gars yi dem def seen liggéey te rafetlu nañ liggéey bi bu baax a baax waaw.
alright mu ngi noonu su ko defee situation bi noonu la mel jamono ji ci airport bi kon na ngeen ko gisee xam naa du ñàkk bu fekkee jàppandi na bu développement amee ci diggante bi suñ team bi ñu ngi ci ground bi nañ jokkowaat ak ñoom pour ñu digtal leen li nga xamante ne mooy yëf yi nu mel foofu ci airport bi waaye xibaar bi daal mooy ne démb nguuri Gambia dal dina joxe dogal ne dañoo dakkal li nga xamante ne mooy flights mooy ay avion yi nga xamante ne ñoo jógee ko ci 13 countries ñi nga xamante ne moom foog naa ne corona bi moom am daf ci bëri bu baax a baax dakkal nañ li nga xamante ne mooy tamit li nga mooy planes yooyu ñu ñëw ci réew mi tamit ak yeneen 47 comptes yi nga xamante ne seen doomi réew bu ñu yegsee fii tamit ñooñu foog ñu teg leen ñu ber leen ci fukki fan ak ñeent mooy 14 days balaa ñoo dugg ci biir réew mi
ba pare according to Ibrahima tam report bu ko mu ngi wane ne UK leen lifin bu njëkk a am bu njëkk a gis fii from UK te ñoom ñu ngee delloo ji seen doom yi comme ñoom waroon nañ yóbbaale kooku nag kooku nga xam ne moo ko fi
Gambian la di
Gambian la ok
waaw kooku moom fii la bokk su ko defee xam nga waaw foofu la nekkoon kay xanaa ñu ñëw bi kay waaw mooy loolu waaye Gambian la fu mu nekk ni ñaan rek yàlla fexe
moom mu wér ak jàmm te mu yem foofu daal